welcome to St. Louis, Missouri. And this is probably the most recognized uh, monument or thing in St. Louis. It's called Gateway Arch National Park. So I've been here maybe like 6 months ago. It was pretty cold. There's a pretty park though around here. The whole area is actually really pretty. The colors are still changing. Arc. I decided not to go to the top. I don't know, maybe I was afraid of being claustrophobic. There's like a little, sounds like it's like a little elevator that takes you to the top. Some people say it was wonderful. Now this is probably one of the most beautiful areas right here. This picture here with, I think it's a city hall or courthouse in the back. I don't remember, I didn't do any research actually going into St. Louis. Didn't think I was gonna have that much time to do it. There's like a riverboat cruises. Looks like the boat is actually gone. And it was kind of a cheesy little boat here. They're doing cruising somewhere here. There are helicopter tours. So I think it's like around 2 o'clock right now. I want to see a couple things here in downtown. Then maybe drive and see the train station. I think they had a really cool train station here. It's a really cute little park here. It's not big, but it's cute. So I haven't had much luck. After my few recent trips, I bought a clamp for the bike that I could attach the camera, so I didn't have to tie it with the bungee cords, and the camera will be tipping back and forth all the time. So I bought the special clamp. I brought it on my trip. I've done some research, and it doesn't sound like they have city bikes around here. And if they do, they must have closed them for the winter, which is kind of stupid, I think. And they used to have little scooters. I don't really care for those scooters, but I do like maybe electric bikes or just regular bikes. So unfortunately, I've been walking around, I don't see any. It looks like they're closed. I downloaded an app for it, did some research, no luck. It sounds like St. Louis, Missouri was founded in 1764. I think it was founded, the name related to Saint Louis, King of France. So that was in 1764. At some point, so to this day, I think most of Frenchies are Catholics, and then they built that church here at some point. This was in 1834. Some kind of a fan or air conditioner in case it feels good. So that's the cathedral inside. It's pretty. It's kind of simple, but it's still pretty. Okay, the arch is behind me, in front of me now. And on this side is Old Courthouse. Pretty building. There is a flag, is it half-mast? I don't really know why. I'm always like to know, but it seems like I'm out of the loop always. Is it because Charlie Kirk died like 6 months ago still? Or should I try that scooter? Kind of nervous, but I might. It looks like it's a Samuel L. Jackson statue. Oh no, it's not Samuel L. Jackson. That's Dred and Harriet Scott. No, I didn't realize. That's a pretty sad story. This couple filed suit in the courthouse here in 1846 to gain their freedom. And eventually that lawsuit went all the way to Supreme Court. And in 1857, the court ruled that all African Americans were not citizens of the United States. That's pretty sad. But this is their baseball stadium here. God, something smells really good here. So, kind of a cool baseball park. And this Cardinal Nation entertainment complex is really kind of cool. Well, entertainment meaning there's the food and drinks, beer, lots of beer probably sold here. Is that tree real or fake? It's fake. I'm like, wow, will it be blooming in September? No. Now the apartment building behind. That would be a cool place to live. If you like to live in a city. They won the world champions. Wow. World Series, how's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. Mostly in the 30s and 40s. Last time they won it in 2011, that's 14 years ago. Rock. No, I swear I've seen that name too. I mean, yeah, it's 5 years before I was born. I don't think he went to high school with me. Musho. So this is called Busch Stadium. Shockingly, because Anheuser-Busch, I think it's the biggest brewery. I think it might be even the biggest brewery in the country, if not one of the biggest in the world. And so they sponsor lots of things around here. And I'm pretty sure they're based in St. Louis. Okay, so this is something that I've seen on many pictures. And a sculpture actually. You can actually go inside, look to the dude's eyes. This is called the Market Street or Market Avenue maybe. Another pretty little park here. There's some modern art around here. That's actually really pretty. Pretty water fountain. Those looks like there are lights around them. They're off today. It is really gorgeous day. No, that thing is kind of hideous. Oh no, it's funny. Whatever. There's a Armani suit. It kind of looks like a suit that men in the 70s would wear in Poland. Except maybe they were not pink. Men would never wear anything pink in Poland. Maybe nowadays. Now, this art is silver. This is, I have no idea what is it, but it's actually kind of cute. Okay, so speaking of San Luis, I believe in San Luis there's a chess hall of fame. That's Pinocchio. I like Pinocchio a lot. Oh, it looks like those things light up. Are they actually like a plastic balls? I guess the park is closed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. That's a court building, civil court. That's a pretty building. Okay, I gotta head back to the car. Now this is a really nice walk. There's a lot of bird poop on the sidewalk, but other than that, it's really pretty with some sun coming through the leaves. And San Luis Arch is behind. It's actually beautiful. Okay, so I met this guy working outside of the Old Courthouse. Looked like a local person, asking if he's from San Luis. I said, okay, if I have an hour or so, 2 hours at the most, what do you recommend seeing in San Luis? So I'm just going with his recommendations. So I just learned that San Luis is the largest city in the United States without the NFL team. That's pretty sad. I think they might be called San Luis Rams now. I mean, they used to be called Rams, now they're called LA Rams. Maybe the city of San Luis didn't want to build a stadium, so the owner says, bye. Okay, well, this is the place to take a picture from. I've been to St. Louis probably 3 or 4 times, at least 3 times in the winter here. It seems like every single time I come to St. Louis is always a winter, maybe with one exception a long time ago. So there's like a little ice rink they're gonna have here. You can skate here with a view of the arch and the old Capitol, no, Old Courthouse. There's that fountain with a runner that is closed every single time. It's actually called the Runner. I was supposed to be running here, and a single time I'm in St. Louis, except one time I don't get to run. Now look at this parking lot. I take a look at it's closed. I do have to say I wouldn't want to park in this parking structure. This is a block that is kind of rough here. There's so much graffiti all the way up on this parking structure. Now if this was night, I probably wouldn't park. I park around the corner here. I probably wouldn't park here at night for sure. But right here the parking was really cheap. There was one homeless dude watching me and my car for a while. Now he's gone. So this is a big parking structure. I wonder if they live in that parking structure. I don't know how they get there. I'm sure it's boarded up, but they still get to sneak around. So this parking structure is all dead, which is a shame. And then there's this building next to it across the street. Actually, it's a pretty building. Outside, from outside at least. It's a pretty building. And it looks like it's totally... There are still some windows though. There's still hope. But the building looks abandoned. Which is a shame, because right behind it, in that yellowish looking building, there's a hotel called, I think, Hotel St. Louis. Actually looks kind of cool. Boarded up buildings. Again, I did say I see resemblance between here and Detroit. And then right across the street there's a brand new parking structure, looks like. It's a shame that they would leave one so I see a lot of bike lanes for the like dedicated bike lanes, like this one, really good ones. I would just love to have a bike right here, ride a bike. It's a shame they don't have one.